damn lies to what I loved and what I lost. But let's get lost in love tonight. Hear a second voice inside my head. It's telling me to stay the night again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Don't wanna run away with you. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Swear we'd never say goodbye. Fall asleep to lullabies with something that I thought I'd never find. And what is right and what is wrong, and all I ever saw was love. But let's get lost in love tonight. Hear a second voice inside my head. It's telling me to stay the night again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever. Let's run away together. 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 Let's run away. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Swear we'd never say goodbye. Fall asleep to lullabies with something that I thought I'd never find. And what is right and what is wrong, and all I ever saw was love. But let's get lost in love tonight. Hear a second voice inside my head. It's telling me to stay the night again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten.
Hello everyone, and welcome back for what will be something like in the 70s of of the episodes here back on the server. Just slightly distracted there as well, because I'd seen as well, Roti's definitely saving herself for that plunger. I think though, Roti, you're not allowed tomorrow. You're gonna have to wait for plunger day, because tomorrow is put. So you know. Gotta save it. What's it? I hope it finally stops being stubborn tonight. Otherwise, you're gonna throw a fit. What's that? Maybe you. What was that? Actually, I was about to say yes. It's already over the limit. Anyway, right, I gotta sort of do this all very rushedly because I was trying to solve the issue with my monitor laptop not responding. Right. Well, anyway, where we are here now. Now, last week everything didn't go according to plan, and we wound up finishing the B place. However, I made a little AFK apartment in the top of it. So we come down here. I've done like a chunk of AFKing this week, and I've also done an absolute ton of work on the rail line. Actually, completely disastrous work technically on the rail line, because I screwed up 3 separate times and wound up making one of the tunnels about 3 times larger than what it needed to be, wasting about 3 hours of my time digging it. But we're doing all right here for the oops. Each one of these has approximately the same in, give or take a couple. And we have lots of honeycomb coming in as well. Now, I will turn all this into one like central storage bit in a later date. Just not today. I mean, there's no such thing as a nice curry. Oh, evening wolf. Made it here just over in time for the start. So today though, we have actually what? Oh, it looks like the sun's going down. I'm going to set my spawn briefly. I don't know if I've actually set my spawn back here, because I've been excavating underneath Chrissy's base for the past week. We'll just keep on clicking it here. Was that you getting the tea slave to make you to make you a cup of tea? Hey, look, I'm sure the sun was going down. Yeah, definitely going. Maybe you've got to wait for it to touch the horizon before you can sleep. There we go. yeah, JD, everyone needs a tea slave. Anyway, today we are going to have another attempt over there at building the Shulker farm, or at least getting a good chunk of it done, and then we'll probably finish off by transporting at least one of the what do you call it, the Shulkers down here. That'll take about 20 minutes in itself. Because, well, you'll see what I've done once we get over here, because I built some like little side bits there. What's that? Oh, you're not damaging stuff over here again, are you? You haven't put me tree out, have you? That's the fire tick tree. The fire tick tree has to remain lit at all times, so that I know when the server's gone funny. Oh, not the microwave tea again. Alright, let's zoom over here. You can see the structure just starting to come in. I've wasted half a stack of rockets getting here. So, this is the schematic of what we're going to build today. It's El Mango's design for or at least it was showcased on El Mango's anyway, from the SciCraft build for one of these. Let's just zoom through it there for a second there. I have prepared, I have diverted the rail network so that we can get the Shulker up here. Oh, it's not squeaking. Hang on a second. I'll take a mouthful first, because sometimes you need to wet the end, as it were. very quiet squeaks tonight. We'll give it another go in a few minutes. But yeah, this is the. I don't think we'll get the entire structure built today. We'll do a chunk of it, and then after that, we will then transport the shulker. He's been practicing all the put songs, royalty. So so it's already decided. You can't. You're gonna have to wait till Thursday and get the plunger. We know that you've been secretly waiting for it anyway. Oops. I better set me spawn here before something goes disastrously wrong. So I'm gonna start off with some slabs. Yeah, JD, wet the end. I'll take a few of them. I better take a few of those and probably half the slab supply, because that is a large area to slab. Oh, hang on. Oh, never mind. I'm going to need other bits and bobs, aren't I? Oh, what a pain in the ass. Alright, I'm getting the basic platform done, then I'll go and see what materials I actually need. And then I'll fish it out. So I put like a few little temporary little sort of bits here where I knew I was going to have to do some building. Of course. Why would I have brought the temporary blocks with me as well? That would have been too easy. Yeah, that'll do. Just a few of them. Oh, Wolf, if you're after the glowing sacks, there's absolutely tons of them. In the thingy farm that we dug out. Was it last? No, it wouldn't have been last week. The week before, I think it was. Absolutely tons of them in there, Wolf. If you want the glowing ones, just grab like stacks of them. All right, let's put this out here, and I'm gonna have to bring the schematic down to make my life a little bit easier. Oh, have you chucked some of them in my inventory? Have you? Oh, so you have. Are you wanting them back? I thought you were saying you're after them, but yeah, there's absolutely tons of them in the farm now for everyone to use. Still, the what's that other farm that I built the other day? The is it dripstone or whatever it is? Whatever the pointy bits are. We have, I think, just about 2 stacks of that in like 2 weeks of AFK next to it. It's not the most productive. It doesn't produce anywhere near as much as what it did in my creative test world when I was like putting the shape of the building together. But I've got a funny feeling that it may actually be region. I need like a better region to put it in. But there's nothing I can do about that now. What was that there? Let's put a few of these in here. Oh, bloody obsidian. So what bits and bobs do I actually need here? So I'm going to need some concrete, some tracks, a few bits and bobs like that. Oh, quite a few bits of redstone-y components. Alright, I'll go and grab some of those then. Splash. So whilst I'm filling my inventory with junk, what's everyone's egg count up to so far? I say we have an exclusive. Oh, did I want anything out of there? Did I want any chests? Oh, we have 199. We have, as I said, we've got a. I'll take those. I always put these back if I got too many. I think that was there. I'll take some of that. I'll take some of that. Definitely some of that. Bit of this. I can't remember if there was a dispenser there or not, but I'll just take one just in case. I think there were some rails up there, so we'll take a few different types of rails. Activate a rail that no goes on the top. I don't know. We'll grab some of that. I better take some of those. I know it's just empty my inventory again. So what was that? We have 199 for Chrissy. We have 41 and a bit for Wolf, and 21 and a bit for royalty. But I was going to say that we have a I had it a few weeks ago, Tales from the Coop, but we can only do if you want to do a Tales from the Coop, that they're only redeemable when royalties here. So we have a 30-second video that I've not shown yet. Okay, did I bring? Yes, I did. And royalty goes straight in for the Tales from the Coop. Hang on a minute. In general, I stopped preparing them because you don't often. Nobody redeemed one for like probably about 10 months. Let's just get this. Check this layer to make sure I haven't made any errors on it, and then we will go and play the tape. Gotta let everyone enjoy it before you skive off. I don't know, excuses. Okay, let's get to somewhere relatively safe so that where am I? Right. Let's go to the safety of a fortress. Where I can minimize. Ooh, got a question for JD. I migrated both my account and the Ergo account from the Mojang account to the let's just hop in here where it's the ultimate of safety. Nothing can spawn in here. I migrated to the Microsoft accounts, so I now have which one is it? I've now got the cape on there. I'm probably not going to keep it on because I just kind of I've never had a cape before and I'm just not quite sure I quite like it on the back of the character, but never mind. But now every time I start Minecraft, I have to re-log in to with my Microsoft account every single time. It won't save the login. I was wondering if you're having the same issue every time you go to play Minecraft, or you're having to put your username and password in for your Microsoft account. Okay, I'm going to press this button here, just so that I can make sure I bring up the right desktop. Chickens 2021. And which video is it? Should I? Shouldn't I? Actually, no. I put it over this screen. It'll still be fine because we have repeat. That hasn't happened to you. Every time, if I just exit the game and immediately try to go back in, I have to put my login again. Okay, that's set to repeat. Oh, better turn the audio on. Okay, I'll be ready for an exclusive video. I better just press these buttons here. So this is 38 seconds long. So this is royalties, Tales from the Coop, redeem. Oh, hang on. I thought I'd unmuted it, apparently I hadn't. Yep, it's all Chris's fault. I'm hoping the sound came through. Oh, hang on. Forgot to turn the music off. purring away whilst I was cuddling them both on my knee. Happy babies. One more time. Yeah, butter on the left, roasty on the right, and in the background you can just see stir fry. She only sits on my knee now if I lift her up to it. She's a bit nervous about climbing up. Yeah, you need to see the white tail, yeah, for her in the background. But there we go. I hope you enjoyed that one there. I've been sitting on it for a couple of weeks. Was there anything else in this folder? 2 seconds. Sort by. Date modified. Oh, what's this? Oh, this shouldn't be the... Hang on. This one's for JD. It's not a chicken thing, but it was something that we were discussing yesterday. The perfect plum shot. We're getting a canny few of these multi-kills today, aren't we? Wait for it. Oh, that looked like a plum shot. Oh, he just opened them up for us. He just presented them to us. Okay, let's put the music back on. Then I'll bring up my levels panel. Because I'd hope to not have to do this, but I still have to stream with my levels panel open from now on. Okay, let's leave the safety of our bunker. Yeah, but that was the ultimate plum shot. It was just too perfect. He leapt up and presented them to us. So, yeah, is Wolf bringing us back snacks as well? Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit of this base bit here done. And land. Okay, this is the bit that we'll be doing at the minute. Is the oh, of course there wouldn't be a block there. That would be too easy. Oh, of course there's not a block there either. But we're doing at the minute anyway is the chunk loader. I don't know if the chunk loader is actually going to work because of the way that I've optimized our server. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. I'll just stick Ergo at one end and me at the other. And right, this is where we want some temporaries. Put that up there. Keep that there. Yeah, I had a bad feeling that was going to happen. Oh, I hate doing this with rails some days. Okay. Okay. Try that again. Put that up to there. Put one of them there. Put some of that there. Then before it changes its mind, let's go and collect these. Put that back up there. Was that fish if to go with the chips? We had fish and chips yesterday. What do we have today? Oh yeah, we had chicken pasties today, wasn't it? Okay, so now we want. Of course, why would I have brought the other blocks that I needed? Alright, let's go down and get the other parts. Yeah, I was a different. Right, let's grab that. I'm going to grab that. What else do I think I might need? I need some of that. Oh, what was the bit that I just looked at and thought, oh yeah, I need to grab some of that. It's not that. Oh, I've got them. The redstone torches are there. Rocket time. Not enough rocket. Once we get on the base bit, we'll be it'll be all right. Okay. Kind of wish I'd done this a little bit differently. What's up there? So there's a button that... Yeah, I've like had a little look around. I kind of work out where the remember me button is, because I looked at one of the forums and someone was saying, "Oh, there's a remember me button," but it hasn't appeared on my like launcher. Oops, wrong thing. Did I put that down? Oh, I did apparently. All right, let's get one of those. We'll climb down. It's one of the pain in the ass things when you're dealing with schematics sometimes. Oh, and there's a track that fell in apparently. I'm gonna have to have another go and see if, because I said that there isn't any like, because obviously I added my both my accounts on the thing. I haven't actually tried Ergo since, so I don't know whether or not Ergo's account is like weird or anything like that. We want hoppers. One going that way. The other going that way. I'll go on. I'll just drop down and do it. Just give in. And if that's going to be facing that way, then yeah, I need to place it from the other side. Just trying to work out which blocks are real blocks and which ones are schematic ones. Put that in there. No block in there. This is just all just more or less to prevent spawning. Put that on there. Another one in there. Right, let's get the piston. Come in as far back as I can, just onto that. Oh, I haven't got it in my hand. In there. And one of them. And one of them. And then this is like the main switch for turning the whole thing on and off. Anything else that needs to be filled in on these levels? So I know that there says it's got to be powered, but I know why it's not powered, so that's fine there at the minute. Alright, now I suppose I better put this in. As I said, we won't be finishing this in any way, shape or form today, but we'll give it a go. Oh, I may have taken out a block that I needed. There we go. And in there. Torch off the back of there. So, what sort of trouble has everyone been getting themselves up to today? Let's just pop that in there. Don't need that, I was just placing it because it was the only block I had handy. Pop that up there. Now, have we missed off anything on there, or is it just simply because we haven't got anything in the timer, which is fine? You not been caring about gravity again? You should. It's the law. Chrissy made you walk to Tesco's. Well, I think that deserves giving him a good slap in the face for his cheek. Actually, I fell asleep for a few hours. After the bloody day I've had, I could do with a sleep. Okay, so... No, not enough blocks. Alright, I'll deal with that later. What's that? If anything, I'm... Are you being punished? I hope you're being suitably punished. I'm going to go just down and grab a few more. I think I've got some more scaffolding down below. Probably shouldn't use scaffolding, to be honest, on this next section, but you know. Right, what can I get shot of from my inventory for now? I think I'm okay for redstone components. I'm going to keep those. Actually, I'll keep that. I think I can get rid of most of the redstone. If not, then we'll just come back and do some redstone-y bits later. Get rid of the tracks. I think mainly what I'm going to need is those and those. A whole lot of obsidian. I don't need that just now, I don't think. Put the sand away. I'll keep the cobble just in case. And next up, I want a good handful of that. Take another little bit of that. And then we'll see what happens. Apparently nothing, because that's not rockets. That's a redstone torch. So, yeah, that's the Mythbusters thing, isn't it? I reject your reality and substitute my own. Oh, hang on, I didn't want to go up here too high just yet. Actually, you know what would probably be better? Doing this here. Because then we can build the layers as we go. At least some of them anyway. Put that there. Get rid of this for a moment. Pop that there. We need to put these stripes in below as well. Right, scratch that. I'm gonna have to build out a little bit here. Okay, so some of these. Although I don't know how these slabs are actually going to help us, because when I was experimenting in my creative world, the shulker was still able to land on the other side of a what do we call a block? Like on the wrong side of a and hover above a half slab. Hopefully it'll work, even if we get like, if it's not like brilliant rates, as long as we get some shulker boxes out of it. I have to go to all this effort. Oh, do I have? Yes, I do. Across there. Surprisingly, it doesn't actually take that much in the way of materials to build one of these. It's just a frustrating build. Because there's going to be a section of it that I'm not going to do today, because I had planned to rewatch the El Mango's video, But I've been that busy today with all the carry-on I've had with getting the new car here. I've not had a chance to sit down and like and do it after finally getting it getting the call to say it was ready. But unfortunately, as much have I got any rockets? Yeah, I do have some rockets. Unfortunately, technically, I still can't drive it because I knew something. I don't believe what the guy at the dealership said, and I'm not taking the risk because it'll be me that gets ticketed. Oh, where did that block go? These here. Oh, yeah, it all drives nicely, but the car has been off the road for 7 years. The last owner, who was registered disabled, sold it to the the car dealer. That, well, either him or he's possibly next of kin. I don't know. But it's all been, it's been sat inside of the dealership's warehouse for all that time, and it's been like fully refit and what have you. Brand new everything. Brand new battery, brand new, anything that was like consumable and what have you. But the previous owner was obviously registered disabled. This is something the dealership should have already known. So when we came to sit down today, to hand over the keys, and look, I've already paid for the car in full. Oh, it's going to be awkward one place, isn't it? Because it's registered disabled, it's in a different tax category, because obviously the bloke who had the car before wouldn't have been paying any tax. Oh, that's gone wrong, hasn't it? Yeah. I'm going to have to go and retrieve those because I only brought the exact amount. I didn't have my rockets in my hand. Let's come back down to land. So anyway, when I tried to tax it online at the dealership, it wouldn't let us tax it because because it had been off the road for so long, and the previous one was registered disabled. The previous owner would have to present the documentations about their disability to get it retaxed because it's been off the road for so long. So at the minute, I can't technically transfer ownership. I can't tax it because I tried doing it online. Obviously, it didn't work. I tried ringing up the DVLA, and they were like, "No, you can't do it with us. You've got to do it at the post office." And also, if I drive the car, the DVLA guys told us, the car can get seized. After the guy, which is what I believe was right, and the guy at the dealership, it was like, "Oh no, it'll be perfectly fine. You'll be able to drive it home, and then drive it to the post office in the morning." I was like, "No, I think you're wrong." It turns out I was right. So tomorrow I have to get the bus again into Falkirk, so my hip is going to be ruined tomorrow. When I'm going to be in absolute agony. I can already feel the pain of having to walk all the way around Falkirk and what have you tomorrow. Oh, I lost those as well. Bugger. Where'd they go? Is that them? There they are. Yeah, exactly. So, we're supposed to go and do our shopping after I picked up the car, but because I didn't trust the dealer, I've had to sneak the car home on the back roads. Every road that I knew where the likelihood of a police being sat was next to zero. to get it back to the house. So then tomorrow, gonna get first thing in the morning. It's gonna be like a whole. It's gonna take nearly the entire day because of the buses only go every now and again here because we're in the middle of nowhere, and they cancelled nearly all the buses in the area. So I'm gonna have a nightmare every day tomorrow. And I did have plans to do stuff for my clients tomorrow, but that's out the picture now. Let's just get that there. I've got one of them that's ringing me tomorrow at some point. I need the passwords so that I can... I've got their new PC that I've built for them that's just sitting here. But I'm not even going to switch it on because as soon as I install Windows, it's going to want the Microsoft account. I mean, yeah, I can skip it for now temporarily, but it just works out a hell of a lot better if I can just put their details in from the word go. Because, I mean, when it comes to on Monday, when I go down to Appleby to install it, I don't want to be fanning around. I want to just be able to walk in, plug it in, migrate all that software across, get all the documents, put them all from the old machine to the new machine, then walk out as quickly as possible because it's like 3 hours of driving. Oh, yeah, they already tried that, Chrissy, because I before I'd paid in full on Saturday, I couldn't get that dealership bloke off the phone. But as soon as I paid the rest of the balance on Saturday, he stopped responding. He was responding like instantly to like the messages on WhatsApp because they use that WhatsApp thing. And he wasn't. He stopped responding to them instantly once all the money had gone through. Oh, I need the. Oh, have I got any of them in my inventory? Yes, I do. I'm gonna do. Oh, shit. I'll do the buttons last. I'll build a scaffolding thing all the way around the outside, and I'll do the buttons at the very end of it. Well, I didn't bring the panes up with me either, did I? It might be easier just to... I'm going to get the dimensions of one of these. We're going to build one loop all the way up. That'll probably make it a bit faster for building the rest of it anyway, to be honest. But everything was going all quite nicely with them until I knew there was going to be trouble with the car tax. Just like before even knowing that it was disabled, but they should have known that in advance. Because on Saturday, when I paid the rest of the money, I asked if we could sort the car tax out now and just get it, get all the documents moving. Okay, I think I'll build up this edge first, maybe. We'll get some panes and some more glass. And I did bring panes, didn't I? Yeah, probably better take all them. Any more obsidian in here? In fact, I better fill up the rest of my inventory with that. I don't need any of those just yet. I might as well put those away. I'll keep them just in case. Put those in there, them in there. Fish. There we go. I suppose we could probably build some of these. No, I didn't bring the walls up either, did I? Oh, we'll just do the frames now, shall we? I don't know where Wolf's hiding. I don't know if Wolf wants to help build some of these frames as well. He was here a second ago. So I was going to ask you, Wolf, do you have Lightmatica installed? Because I could have given you the schematic and we could have both been doing this at either end. It's bouncy up here. Oh, have you not got it installed? I did on the Discord, just as a general for everybody. What am I on? I'm on 177. I have a new updated mod pack, which includes Lightmatica and the latest version of Optifine. Unfortunately, Optifine still doesn't have, you know, the thing where, like, you know how we flew over here before, but we'd still be able to see those chunks. It's still, when you're on a server, it's still only working to the server's 10 chunk limit. There we go, that's 177. Yeah, there's a fresh mod set there where everything all works stably. Yeah, that's another set of those done. More of them. The structure looks really quite large, but it doesn't actually require that much resources because most of it's all empty hollow. Have I built that on the right? Shall find out. Oh, right, the zip file on the Discord, Wolf. But you need to exit Minecraft completely and go right back to desktop. When you unzip the file, in the first folder on the top, there's a one that has like Fabric Loader or Installer or something like that. You double click on that and it'll create a new profile in your Minecraft loader. And then everything that's in the little mod subfolder, you just simply dump all of that into the mod folder in your Minecraft directory, and then launch Minecraft. But when you choose your game profile, you from the drop down box, you know, where you would choose like maybe what version you want to play, you'll choose the new one that'll be there for the current Fabric one. And splat. What? I thought I brought enough of this stuff up with me. Oh, that's one thing I'm definitely not short of is obsidian. Aha, there's another stack. I'll have a quick snack whilst we're here. Actually, in real life, I'm going to have a quick drink as well once it's finished eating its snack. Oh, you were way back on the road now, Wolf. Oh no, disaster. But, if you give me a shout when you see us online, if you're having trouble like setting up the thingamajigs, give us a shout and I can always share a screen and go through it, and I can give you the quick 5-minute tutorial on how to use Lightmatica and to use all the other mods that are inside of that bundle. And then next time when we're building something like this, I can give you the schematic file, and we can both be doing it like starting at one end each. we can build it together that way. Let's hop across here. Oh, I'm still debating whether or not to do with these buttons. Installing them is the easy bit. You just got to basically, anything that's in the mod subfolder in that zip file, you just dump all that straight into your mod file. It's only that one that's on the top, the installer one, is the one that you got to double click on and install the additional profile. But, you know, give us a shout when you see us online, and I'll just share my screen for 2 minutes and quickly show you. Okay, that's that. So we got that bit done. The idea of these buttons, am I making it harder for myself by not doing the buttons now? What do you think? Because I mean, we could get the glass on its own would be really easy to deploy. It won't take that long to put down. But if I have to go around and do all these buttons... No matter which way I'm thinking about, it's going to be a pain, isn't it? You reckon do the buttons layer by layer? Yeah, I'm going to have to, aren't I? Otherwise I'll have to build like a scaffolding all the way around the outside, won't I, to be able to do it afterwards. Alright, let's get these walls down. I get the walls down in the middle. And we'll grab some buttons. Didn't pick up the wall, did I? Right. What can I get rid of? I probably don't need that anymore. I'll grab that. See how far we get with all these different layers as well, because I do plan on spending the towards the end of today. It's going to be taking a train ride from spawn down to here. Oh. We're trapped inside of the walls. Pop that in there. Ooh, thinking about the train lines as well. Right, I tell you what, we'll see how far we get in the next 10 minutes. Right, we're going to continue working on this for 10 more minutes. And then I'm going to show you what I've been building over the past couple of weeks. Are you joking me? I'm still... Hang on, that can't be... Oh, maybe I didn't bring enough. Unless they're in a different box. Nope, nope. Ah, look, there's a stack. Right, let's put those panes back in there and put that back in there. Thought there was no way I could be that short on them. Stick that in there. Is there one missing from the other side? But I said we'll do this for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to show you the absolute disaster that I caused for myself. I mean, it's still functional, but I did have to like carve out a tunnel twice the size of where I needed to. And then I realised that I had doubly screwed it up because I hadn't measured the right dimensions. But it does make for a scenic tunnel. I kind of wish that when I look back on the map, I'll show it in a little bit more detail when we go there. On the map, what I should have actually done to have saved myself mass amounts of work. Oh, fuck! I bet there's no. We should just work on one half at a time. Yeah, that's what we'll do. More buttons. Oh, what if I just put there? Put that there. There are 2 layers of that. You'll build up this side here. I assume I'm building the glass panes up all the way at the top anyway. Then with one of those on top. May wind up doing scaffolding after all. Right, let's quickly go and sleep because I can't see what I'm doing. It's probably going to take us a few more weeks to get this one fully built. Because I have no idea when I'll next be able to do a daytime one. Of course, next Monday. Ooh, might not be doing Black Mesa next Monday. Just depends on what time I get back. Because I'm not staying down in Cumbria this time. Actually, further down than what I was, because it's not Carlisle. It's Appleby, where where we'll be. That there. Oh, bugger. We're not having much luck at all today, are we? Oh, no more royalty. I have to cuddle up with socks. Has he been a good boy today and stayed in? Up and playing out. And we look forward to seeing you for tomorrow's Putt-Putt stream. And don't forget to have your phone ready because you have to record Chrissy singing all the songs. What? He left you earlier. He's gone wandering. Nope. It's we've had a word. Royalty's sticking around for the plunger. Yeah, see, Royalty's into some kinky stuff and just waiting for that plunger. What's that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just got to give the baby a concert. if anything, it might make him come out sooner. Let's get a little bit more of this side done here. We'll get this little encapsulating area done, and then we'll go and we'll do some rail line stuff for 20 minutes. So Chris will be all excited at the minute, ready for his Putt-Putt streams tomorrow. It was so funny. I was watching. I watched like the end of one of Volt's streams when we did our last put one. I can't remember who I was watching, but I was catching up with it on his channel. and when he said he was going to come and raid us, and even he said that playing put, and even he said that I was playing it just to wind you up. Oh, I'll have to go down and collect those because I only bought the exact amount. You can barely hold your excitement, I know. Let's pop those there. See, even Vaults knows it's your favourite. We'll ask him if he's online later after the stream, because he knows, of course. Alright, so we've built up a little bit of section of that. I know we haven't really done too much. We did the redstone at the bottom. We've done like a little bit here, but I'm going to go now and we're going to show you the excavations that have been going on for for a little while. And smack. Put all that in there. All that in there. And oh, have I got any more rockets handy? That in there. Now, where's the closest portal, or do I just fly back to base? What's my elytra like? Ah, it's good, it's alright. I'll just turn hitboxes off. Tell you what, let's we'll go this way, because it's probably the same distance. I'm just hoping the rail line's gonna actually get the shulker here. I was debating whether or not we should move both of them in one go. But I think to be on the safe side, maybe it's one at a time. Let's use the slime farm portal. We never come to the slime farm anymore. Actually, I've never even checked to see whether or not the mine carts have been unloaded. No, all 3 carts are still there. I'm going to have to get back on the hunt for the 10 chunk zone, like what we had on Cosmic. That was such a good project, that. The 10 chunk slime farm. There's the portal. What's on the top here, isn't it? I might switch the second server back over just to go and have a look at that project. I've never even logged into that the second server for I don't know how long. Which way do I want to go? This way. Oh, this is really high risk. Right, there's the fortress. Okay, I can still see the glass walkway. I hate doing this, I hate doing this. Land. That could have been disastrous. Do the old bouncy walk. Quick, before it gets us. Now, we've got to watch out around here because of Chrissy's strip club. You can see here, I put like a measure for the to make sure that I'd lined up the railways. Right, we'll head over to the fortress where I'll set my spawn. Hop in here. There we go. For when this goes horrendously wrong. Alright, so this we started work on this a couple of months ago. You know, we finished now the double exchange here. So I'm going to head out. Actually, it'll be easier if we head out on the track. Oh yeah. Wait until you see the excavation, Chrissy. So these are the 3 lines which go into your base. And because we had to keep them out of the way of the plains, I had to go underground. So I decided to go over the top of these trees. I've already shown you like half of this excavation ages ago. But see, we'll go down here. So there's 6 lines that all come down here underground. And then at first I thought, oh, this will be the nice height to dig it at, to work at on Y50, a nice easy number. Then I realised I wasn't deep enough. So I had to go down to Y40. And we have the tunnels. So this line here goes to your base. Which we'll go down in a minute because there's mess ups on there. Actually, there's not so much of a mess up. It's more that by the time I got to your base, I'd lost the will to live. And I'll explain why in a moment. So the paths diverge here. This is the bit that goes to your end, which is not built yet. Well, not entirely anyway. We have a little bit here. I'll just about bouncy up here, one at a time. Actually, I'm probably clear now. It comes up in the swamp, but that was because... can you see here where I have made this line so that I could make sure I lined up? This line here goes directly to where I built the station in your end portal. And I had to make sure that I had this in the right line because I didn't want to start laying it down or building this ramp up if it was in the wrong position. So I had to make sure it was in the right position. Let's just fly down here. So this is where the track will go to get to the end once it's built. I'll probably start building this track. I might actually start doing it. Maybe it's from Thursday, because tomorrow I'm not gonna have time. But Thursday, I'll be start building this track up. It's a couple of thousand blocks at least. But I do now have, after we did that mining session a few weeks ago, I definitely have the resources for it now. Come through the jungle. I'm running out of rockets. Oh, I hope I left an end chest at the other end. I bet I didn't. Let's just glide with 1 rocket to spare. So the tracks then go down here and straight into the station. And which is the best route? This route here. You come through here, you've got this little square here. And then you have the end. Which actually, you know what? I'll save myself some rockets here. Because I set my spawn at the fortress, didn't I? I did my fortress. Safest spots on the server, these. Well, any of these had to make sure that each of these interchanges were perfectly protected. that nothing could interfere with them. So that's that lane. Let's just go bouncy up here. Can I drift all the way down there? No. Oh, a little bit deeper. Okay, we'll go. Yeah, actually, it'd be better off if I did this bit first. Well, I did the tunnel first anyway, and then I did. See this as well here. I had to go through a bloody another one of those fossils. But down here, this goes to the skeleton farm. I kind of wish I hadn't dug it this way, because you can see, well, I screwed up when I got around this corner, and then I double screwed up, because you'll notice that this is very tall. I excavated at the wrong elevation, and then I made more mistakes with the elevation once again. So I've dug out like 2 extra layers more than what I had to do on this tunnel. Whenever I encountered lava, I put some glass. But if we go here, it's a really nice tunnel for flying down, though. But yeah, you see, I completely miscalculated because I then did this at the wrong height again, and oh, it was just a disaster. I was screaming by the end of it. But you come down here, some of this actual track was actually existing track going along here. But here's the station, and here we are at the farm. Says little spiders. Now, I better have a quick snack before we go on. I'm going to have another drink as well. Okay, so you've got some ores still left for you to mine. What was it? Oh yeah, I put all the tickets in and what have you. At the minute though, you can only travel between here and your base. It's the only bit that works in your zone until I finish the end route, and then I've got to connect all that to spawn. But yeah, you can see here where I completely bollocksed it up. Okay, but I do quite like how this bit came like this into the side of one of them. But I tell you what, I'm just going to fly down here to a bit of safety, and then I'm going to quickly bring the map up, and I'll show you what I should have done. So where are you? There we are. So you can see here, there's the exchange, and there's the lines coming down. And if we use this as a guide, we can see this is where the line breaks, and it comes down here to where these stops are labelled here. And there's your base there. What I should have done is, rather than split it into 2, going on either side, I should have had this track here, should have just come off there and gone out and around. The other 2 tracks should have just come straight down here, and then down here could have just diverged straight across. Instead, I've gone this way, that way, and you know, just made it, you know, that extra bit trouble for me. Oh, I lit up some of this as well. So you can see like a little bit of these as you go past. Bouncy up here. There's also another one of those kind of like, you cross, where is it? Here it is. So the tracks go across here. Yeah, it wasn't until I didn't sort of like think of that, JD, until after. Well, you'll see the point where I lost all will to continue. So here is the same again. You've got this 5 by 5x4 tunnel, the same as what's over here, and same as what's partially over there. So I highlight up all this bit as well because it was quite big. So it comes down here, and then I needed to change direction slightly to get it lined up with the Chrissy's base. Now you'll notice here that it is one narrower, and I decided just for the hell of it I was going to run the track down either side. So this is one narrower, and this is one narrower again. I'd completely given up at this point. You're lucky that it's free high. Because I just had enough. It was almost... I was almost not even going to put concrete down. Oh, can I get out of here? Oh. Quick snack. Here we have, at the back of Christie's portal, the mountainside made a nice place to conceal it. So the station's back here. All the tickets are in place as well. I've still got about 6 chests of these tickets as well. Like back in my prep zone. Now the question is, do you have an end chest anywhere around here? Because I'm going to have to get some more rockets out just in case. Must be one over here somewhere. Evening. Do you want to fight? Where? Oh, there must be an end chest in here somewhere, surely. You had chests on the top floor or something, didn't you? Top floor. Top floor should be one. Yeah, there we go. Let's grab some of that. Let's actually pick up said Shulker. And actually that selection can go now, can't it? Because it was only there just so I could make sure I'd lined up the stations. Oh no, am I stealing from your fancy chest? Where should I go now? Oh yeah, I'm going to spawn. I've got to be careful because, with YouTube and all that, I best not look at Chrissy's strip club. Chrissy's strip club, all the hot, wet plunger action you could want. Right, let's head to spawn. Through the hoops. Where's the next hoop? To the next hoop. I must get these the lines suspending them from the ceilings done. Well, if you didn't create it, who could have possibly done something like that, Chrissy? Oh no, run away. I need another end chest. I have to get one from my shop. Which one is the potion one? Which potion's stacked? Even if they're already stacked to like a 4 maybe. Invisible. It possibly Chrissy. I couldn't say for sure. I did come and put some glow ink sacks on all the signs as well around here. Well, I didn't do them on royalties one in case you didn't want it, but I did it on like the post office and stuff like that. I know Chrissy's still got all of his pace here, all of his post. Buckets of axolotls. Still haven't got my chicken head. Do I need to read? I'm trying to think, do I have any other supplies? Oh, that's a master copy of the train tickets in case I lose the ones back at base. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly above and I'm going to give you a quick explanation of what I've done. So, a couple of weeks ago, let's land. A couple of weeks ago, over the course of 2 streams, we transported 2 shulkers to the overworld. Unfortunately, they did not spawn where they were supposed to. They spawned underneath the spawn cave inside of the spawn cave protective barrier blocks. And not where they were supposed to spawn, because the shulkers are supposed to ignore the spawning location and go to 0-0. So they were supposed to go on the 0 monolith, which is over there. And unfortunately, they didn't. But we've got them up here on this elaborate track, which I'm hoping is going to allow me to take them to the farm. Notice I say hoping. So I need to... Oh, bugger, I don't have any spare blocks, do I? To the post office. One dirt block. Oh, I've got some scaffolding, that'll do me. So I've given it a kind of a wide. Can you see that? There's the shulker we're going to move. I'm hoping it's going to move, and there is the ticket minecart, which will navigate it through the system. Oh, this is not going to work, is it? I just know it's not going to work. Okay, I need 2 tickets. Unless I need Ice Farm is where we're going. Did I? If I put a ticket in there, I might have. I don't know. Ice Farm. Well, that's convenient. Right, does this look like it's all in place and ready to go? Right, that looks like it'll fly forward as soon as I press it. That looks like it's going to come forward once I press it. What could possibly go wrong? Let's put that back in my inventory. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it. It's spawn stuff anyway, so I'm going to leave that here. And next time I'm here, I'll tidy it up. Tickets away. Shulkers away. Count to 10. Actually, no, what we'll do is we're going to go over here and see whether or not we see the shulker. They should go up that ramp if this has worked. 1, 2. Oh, I'm not wearing anything. Now they'll move into unloaded chunks, that should be alright. Oh, this is going to hurt. Yeah, 'cause I used the place the block on top of the rail so that I could start playing. Oh, mind your head. Oh, double smack. Let's put our armor back on, eh? Put that out of our inventory as well. Turn that into a stack. Oh, I wish I brought the spyglass with us now. So that is where they should have spawned. somewhere on or around that tower. I'm assuming that their 2 minecarts must be just ahead of us, like beyond loaded chunks. And they're like in the invisible chunk moving ahead of us. I hope so anyway. If not, this is going to go tits up really quickly. Have I got anything left in this? Have I drank it all? Yep, that's one bottle completely empty. Oh, get my words out again. Evening to the pursue. We're having a leisurely rail ride to tonight at the minute to transport a shulker to the shulker farm. At least I hope that's what's going to happen here. It may all go horribly wrong. In fact, there's a very good chance this is all going to go horribly wrong. Because we can't actually see the... we can't actually see the 2 other minecarts that are ahead of us. Not too bad today. Had a stressful day getting the new car. And the stress isn't over yet. I've still got a lot of carry on I've got to do to try and tax it tomorrow. But after that, everything should be happy again. Also, if one of my clients would just hurry up and send me their password, I can get sorted on their project. I think I vaguely know what that password is, to be honest. But I don't want to type in the wrong one in case I lock them out of their own account. I'd rather them just like ring me tomorrow and send it to me. Yeah, Chrissy's really excited as well because we're playing his favouriteest game tomorrow. Have you tried password 123? Have you tried turning it off and on again? Oh, you know that little story that I shared for when I was a couple of weeks ago. I shared it on Discord where I was trying to figure out why this form was loading so slowly for one of my clients. Actually, it wasn't just any client that uses my system, which has like a large amount of data, like a large amount of customer orders behind it. This one form would run really, really slow, and 3 days of work trying to get that to I tried everything, completely redesigned all the queries, everything I could think of, and in the end, the solution was leave it as is. Well, it wasn't technically as is. I did take out like a little bit of a couple of fields that weren't actually necessary. It was just more for like little housekeeping things. But so I left the streamlined SQL in place. But the trick was to, when a selection is made, turn the control source to blank, wait a millionth of a second till the next CPU cycle starts, and then turn the control source back on again. So after 3 days of torturous work, I received a headache with pictures, and it told me to turn it off and on again. Right, let's just press this button here, and then I'm just going to deploy the bouncy screen for a second. Oh, wrong button. This button followed by that button. So, actually, I'm invisible at the minute, still, but we are somewhere on this section of track here. Which one should you have as your background on all your computers, Chrissy? Oh, we must have already made the corner. Oh no, we're still going south. Ah, yeah, we're just touching the jungle. How long have I got left? 12 seconds. And then we'll be visible again. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Well, there's that other one, because I shared you the text message exchange between me and one of my other clients, didn't I? When he was, I was like instructing him over the phone on how to make a Windows recovery one, and it was coming up that the drive wasn't being recognised. And I told him to unplug the USB drive and plug it back in again. And he sort of like texts us back with words along the lines of, "It's obvious, isn't it, what he should have done?" Instead of harassing me with it. Oh, I hope this is going to work. You know when you've got this really bad feeling that the... You see that with your keyboard today, but unplugged it and plugged it back in again. I've built the computer which is going to my client on Monday, once he gives us his password, so that I can actually install Windows on it. But that's all now wired up. You know, it's all the bits are in. It's a nice little cheap keyboard. It's a no frills one. It cost me like £7. I'm charging him 20. And that's for the keyboard and mouse set. But another one of these mini PCs. I love these little mini PCs. The problem is though that it's getting hold of them. Because the last batch we bought for when I refit the office in Carlisle, we temporarily put them out of business because we bought all of the units, and they actually all of their listings were deleted from like all the online stores, but they've now come back under a new name for these little mini PCs. Their new brand name is called Generic Brand. That's what their new manufacturing name is called. Nice little machines though. Yeah, you got a choice of 8 or 12 gigabytes of RAM in them. I got them a 250 odd gigabyte, you know, NVM thingy jig SSD, whatever the combinations are for those, M.2, whatever you call it. I always get the name for that slot mixed up. It's like, do you remember the old ports you used to get on laptops, and it was the PCI something or other stupidly long acronym port name that you used to get on the laptops that you used to plug the old wireless like credit card size like shaped things in. I can never remember the name of that port either whenever I'm working with it. But I got quite a nice as well, just a 1 terabyte drive in there, 4 core, so at 2.7 gigahertz off the top of my head. Nice little machines though. They're brilliant for the offices that I put them in, and for the people that are working from home as well, because I mainly like build these up for people working from home. I tried to convince him to get the LG's got a cheap ultra wide on at the minute. For it's like 150 quid. I would have had to charge him on probably about 260 for it though, but I couldn't get him to budge on it. So they've got a £100 LG monitor, which is going out the doors for about, I think I'm charging them 170 for it. Once I put my markup on all the products and the VAT on top of that. Yeah, but next Monday, the job in total will come to £905. As long as I'm only there on site for 3 hours. After that, it goes up £35 more for every hour. Because he gets discount because he's a subscriber. He doesn't have to pay the 45. Well, you see, sometimes I do that, but I decided that I wanted the markup for it. Because in that was the thing, like with when I went down to Carlisle, Jack provided a chunk of the monitors that he had anyway. So we just had to set up all the rest, and there was like some of the things I had to screw together when I got there, which took a bit longer. I mean, technically, they could have bought all the parts and had them posted to me. I've done that before with a customer, and it was just for the one machine. They posted all the parts, they ordered them. I told them, I says, that's the part you want, this is the other part you want. They sent them to me, and I just charged them the labour for putting it together, and then the labour for doing the installations and what have you. And then, of course, the delivery and the installation on site. I don't mind doing it that way. It depends on the customer. Depends how much money they've got. Because as I say in like my website, sort of like mission statement kind of thing for the business, it's I do evaluate my prices based on the nature of the business that I'm going into. Whereas the business that I'm going to be working with, they have like international ties, because I got screwed with them ages ago until when I found out that they actually were an international company, because they had I'd given them like mates rate discount and all that, and then when I found out that they operate all over the place, I'm like, for crying out loud, I could have charged them twice as much and they wouldn't have even flinched. Yeah, they come with Windows 10 Pro. When I fire it up for the first time, though, it'll go through all the steps for choosing the language and what have you, but then it'll ask for the Microsoft account, and it saves complications down the line if I can just get their Microsoft account from them and install it for them, which is what I do with all of these ones that I've put out anyway. I mean, I could have had this machine, would have been ready to go if I had got their password. I mean, I can fire it up beforehand, but I mean, what's the point if I can't like properly install things like Office and stuff for them without having like their license key for it, simply because I don't want to get on site. I mean, I could do it where I could do all that setup on site, but it'll be the difference between being there for 3 hours or being there for 10 hours. Whereas here, I can just set up everything, because I've got all the network resources for when I'm doing a new machine. It's all on the server. It's actually all on the Raspberry Pi next to me here, where I keep all of the installation files that I need for any new PC, so I can install just quickly connect to it. I can get their Chrome, Adobe Reader, Office, all those standard tools that you install on a brand new machine. Get them all on there super quick. Grammarly as well. I always put Grammarly on everyone's computer whenever it goes out the door. But it's all there, just ready for me to chuck across. Well, I can tell you now, Apple will charge you a fortune, and it'll probably be a faulty hard drive. Forget about it. I'll give you the contact details for a bloke in Glasgow that you can post them to. He's whenever I have a hard drive failure, I only send them to him. I don't send them to any of these other companies because most of them will just rob you blind and screw you over with bullshit. The fella that I know in Scotland, I assume he's still in operation. I haven't seen him throughout the whole of COVID. I'll check. If it's a faulty hard drive, he's the one that you want to send it to, and he'll sort it out. Because if you're needing that data off there, it is expensive, and if you send it to one of these other companies, you will get shafted. I don't care what the Apple genius morons say. They don't have the facilities to fix a hard drive, and they'll just bullshit you into taking your money. Now this is where things might screw up when we get this interchange. But yeah, oh no, I can. Oh, the two carts are really close together. Yeah, this is going to go horribly wrong right now. Yeah, this is all going horribly wrong. Hang on. Right, they've all moved into unloaded chunks, so we can fix that. That's in... Oh yeah, that one's not active, so that's fine. That is in default. Right, they're all fine. Yeah. Oh, you just want a replacement hard drive? Oh, well, just buy the replacement. Buying the replacement and fitting it will still be miles cheaper than even like looking at an Apple's the Apple lot. Everything they do is, I mean, I could honestly never. Yeah, it looks like it's all gone tits up, hasn't it? Yeah. I could never work with a with the Apple like computers and stuff. I know I've got an iPhone because obviously that's where my music library's all in there, and I can't be asked to do anything else to sort it. But I mean, I told you this before. My iPad 2, I got it when it first came out, and let's just walk slowly behind this one. And I took that everywhere with me. When I was out like doing photo shoots across Europe, I took that thing with me. I used to process all my photos on it. And then, the final update that Apple allowed to be installed on the iPad 2 basically bricked it. I can't even browse the internet without Safari or whatever they call it crashing. So it's basically just a photo frame next to the bed here. Spare alarm clock. But no, they're like too much with the tied-in ecosystem. If they don't want you to do something, you're not going to be able to do it. That was the Photos app that they used to have was brilliant. You could actually like properly like paint in details more or less where with your finger, like their plant do. Oh, get rid of that. And then they decided that, oh no, we're gonna integrate it into the main Photos app, and then they disabled all the functionality in like the whatever like the editing photo app thing was called, and replaced all of its functionality with stupid ass filters. I don't know what the obsession is with all you kids and what have you, that we're going to put this filter on it from here. It's like every one of those filters is shit. There's no getting around it. They are utter rubbish. So I think if you watch like Apple's presentations, apart from them being something like they have the Whoop Man, of course, as well, because everyone's got to be a good little. You think it was a bloody one of Hitler's rallies, the way that the Apple conventions are, because I mean, Spencer Kelly from the BBC is barred from the Apple conventions, or at least he was anyway, because he reported on not only the good things, but the bad things, and Apple don't want you to do that. But whenever they're doing like a presentation for an iPhone, the photos that they show, when they have like the models in, and all these bloody hipsters, it's like your photo's bad and you should feel bad. Oh yeah, I mean, every single time it's that awful U2 that they put on because they're obsessed with it, aren't they? That was hilarious, wasn't it? When they're like, oh, everybody is going to get like U2's new album like automatically forced into their iTunes account, and the backlash, everybody hated it. I mean, I don't want that. I completely, utterly hate U2 because they're a terrorist band. They're IRA sympathizers. I'm not putting any money into their pot because they fund terrorism. Are we still getting chased by that thing? No, I think it dissipated. And Apple had to make an app so that you could remove the downloads from, because you couldn't get them out of your account. And I downloaded the app so I could get rid of it the second that because I couldn't shift it out of my account. I ran the app and it doubled it. So even now in my iTunes account, I have duplicate of U2, that whatever that free album was that they forced on everybody. I can't delete it out of my account. I've tried to do the thing, you know, on iTunes where I can remove a song. It doesn't do it. It shows there being now is 2 copies of every single one of those U2 awful records. Oh, is it Limp Bizkit, the next one that they're forcing on everybody? I know the name, but I don't know any of the music. I recognise the name, but that's about it. Oh, this is going to go horribly wrong, this, isn't it? It should still get across. Oh yeah, that's the other thing as well. They love doing that. Like they'll remove stuff one year, then they'll put it back in the next year, and but they'll act as if it's breaking technology that nobody's ever thought of. It's like, watch them. Like in 2 years' time, if it wasn't for the acquisition of Bose, they would have they'd be bringing the headphone jack and going, oh, look at this amazing port that we've just invented. I like that other asshole Elon Musk. I mean, all the little fanboys think, oh, he's a genius. He's not. He's never invented anything. It's just all the little fanboys love to like follow him around. Well, which one of these did I need to reset? Right, if I get in a minecart. Yeah, that's reset. That's okay. Everything that he's always coming out saying that he's invented. I had a book when I was in school. It was actually a book from the 80s. It was called Future Worlds. Actually, it might have been a bit older than that. But I always remember I used to love reading it. Basically, it's a big picture book when I was a kid, and it had like all this cool imaginings of the future. Quick snack. I can't stand that bloke. And slap. Right, let's chase those carts again. Should be 3 carts close together. Yep, they're all still here. There we go. What's that? Make sure to send you a U2 CD for your new car. Yeah, if I need a coaster. Was that a metal band that everyone loves to hate? Most of modern music I don't really bother that much with. Yeah, I love Evanescence, or when she does like a solo bits. What's her name? Narina Palo. Which fingers crossed. I'll be going to a concert in November because we've got our 2 tickets for it that have been like the times have been rearranged so many times because of COVID that they've been cancelled and rearranged. Come on, there we go. And smack. Here we go again. a lot of that older music, yeah. It's like I think like 90s music. Is it Michelle Branch? Is that her second name? It looks like that anyway when I read it. She's re-releasing an album. Like re-releasing one of our first albums, but like re-recording it, which is coming out soon. Hang on. Oh, I should have known that was going to happen. Right, we'll have to hang fire for a second. Other words about that, like so within music from like older ones, well, not too old. What do you call it? Linkin Park. I like that. Oh, this is going to work. Although I don't know if they're doing anything new at all. Obviously since they lost Chester. Go to see Rage Against. Now I do know that one. I think my mum likes them. That was one thing when I worked in the hotels. There was a few bands that I met. Some of them obviously before they were famous. Oh, what the hell were they called? It was like their opening tour for the Arctic Monkeys. I met those guys because I remember chatting with them in the bar for the night because it was on like that sort of like opening tour, like just before they became big. There was another lass as well. She was just like a solo act. She became like I can't even remember the song that she like rocketed to success. But she stayed in the hotel. The Cause, if you remember them back from the 90s, they stayed in the hotel. Oh, there was one arsehole. He wound up where he was found dead. Oh, I don't know what his name was, but he was sacked from the Stereophonics. Success. We have one of these buggers here. He stayed in the hotel for months because he was recording with a band, but he was always drinking and he was always on drugs, and he was a horrible bloke. But I mean, the rest of the band were really annoyed with him because that's the reason he was sacked, because he was high as a kite and drunk all the time, and he wouldn't turn up to practice or anything like that. And he was recording an album with this other group, and they were sick of him as well, but because he wasn't turning up to any of like the practice and what have you, and the recording sessions, so he was costing them a fortune to play with them. Oops, right, we've got to get out of this area. But I was not surprised at all when he was found dead from an overdose in the I think it was in the hotel. But the way that he was with it, I say it wasn't a surprise, but I can't remember what his name was. See his face, scruffy bugger. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. Well, not just like with the bands as well. There was like lots of other celebrities as well through, like that were at the Comic Cons and stuff like that. The original Boba Fett. He stayed in one of the hotels. I was chatting with him at the bar. Oh, what's his name? He was a Doctor Who. He played the Doctor. He was in The Hobbit. Is Radagast the Brown. His name's completely gone from my head. He's a heavy drinker. He was completely sloshed. The Chuckle Brothers. Though in the colonies you might not know that one. Let's set our spawn point here before anything goes horribly wrong. I think some of the other ones I stayed with were over the years. See, there's ones that I've been in the hotels with because I was staying in the same hotel as them as well at a convention. Robin Sachs, the legend that is Robin Sachs, because that's one I'll not forget. Me and him staying at a hotel in London together. After a day working at the convention, two of us sitting in a hotel bar, arguing over which one of us had the better camera. Quick snack. And from that same convention as well, over on my Twitter profile is the picture of me standing next to Jewel State from Firefly, because we were staying in the same hotel as well at the same convention. that was. I told you, didn't I, about how there was another convention. I wasn't actually working it. I was there just as a guest, but obviously I had all my camera gear, so I could. I was still like on the floor for myself, taking pictures of the people in their cosplay and stuff like that. Just for myself more than anything. I put they are all on my blog. What was I saying? That I had just as I was leaving the house to go to the convention, the postie handed me a loot crate, and because I was driving, I was like, all right, fine, I'll chuck the loot crate in the back of the car, and it came with an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. lanyard. So I wasn't wearing a costume, so I thought, well, I'll put the lanyard on and I can say I'm an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Casual wear. And they saw me with all the camera gear around my neck and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. lanyard, dressed like in regular clothes. And I was in like a mile-long queue to get in, and I was in the express lane as well. And I was like a mile-long queue, and the staff saw us and they're like, "Oh, mate, you don't have to queue. You just come straight through," because I had like all the big camera gear and what have you. And well, I didn't argue. I let them walk me straight through the doors. Are you a big Firefly fan as well? I love that show. I've met Jules Day and I've met Alan Tudyk as well. He still loved that story. I've told that one a couple of times before during the streams, I know. Alan Tudyk was he's a bit nuts, which is, it's Alan Tudyk. And every time every time I walk past him in the hotel, hang on, is that one of my cats? Yes. Every time I walk past him in the hotel, he always like gave me this funny sort of eye look and went, "Hello." But yeah, he was a good laugh. But definitely the memories from that show, apart from like meeting Jules State for the first time as well, still Robin Sachs, the late Robin Sachs. When we eventually get onto Mass Effect 2, he actually does the voice of ZD. I'd probably say, well, part of it, obviously, I can't really classify. He did all his theatre work as well, of course, which was his main, his bread and butter. But he did he was in maybe 3 or 4 episodes of Buffy. Because it was Ethan was the character in Buffy that he played. He was in Blink and You'll Miss It, Ocean's 11, because literally he's in it for 24 frames. He was also he plays the voice of ZD in Mass Effect 2. I think he died before Mass Effect 3, but they do have some recordings of him in Mass Effect 3. And what was the one? Galaxy Quest. Have you guys seen Galaxy Quest? Because he plays the villain. He's in all that makeup and plays the villain in Galaxy Quest as well. But he was such a fun bloke. The following day, when we were doing photo shoots, and we could not keep a straight face together at that show, because I have Canon cameras and equipment. He was a Nokia, you know what I mean, whatever that brand is that begins with an N, Nikon or whatever. I'm getting them all mixed up. So every time he just kept like shouting and pointing at me, big cheesy grin in his face, shouting, "Cannon Man." Oh, actually, I'm thinking about I need to replenish a invisibility potion. I'll grab that now before I forget. Oh, on a side note, I have put there is like a couple of potions in each of these, and I've labelled them up from the different bits in the factory, and it saves. I say it saves coming actually into the lab and having to go through the airlock. Why did I say I wanted invisibility? Invisibility. One of those? I'm assuming that all of these are still maxed out. There should be still plenty of materials. Oh yeah, there's still tons of materials left in there. Back through the airlock. Okay. So today we've built up a little bit more towards completing our project for the Shulker farm over there, and we've also transported the Shulker. I've also shown you the building project over at Chrissy's base. But we're going to end it here tonight. So let's see, where is Chrissy going to get his bonus eggs from? Oh, wrong button. You off now as well there, Tiramisu. We're gonna go and raid someone, so if you want your bonus egg, stick around for another 60 seconds. Now, who is online that we can go and harass tonight? Tonight, right, we have Angry Joe playing Legend Bowl. I don't know what that is. We have Vault playing Destiny 2. We have Easy Guy playing Farming Sim. Oh, and that's it, yeah. So where would you all like to get your bonus eggs from tonight? Oh, and good news for JD. Obviously, with not having the car, it's been an absolute disaster, but tomorrow I have to go to the post office to sort out the tax. So your parcel, JD, will be in the post by tomorrow lunchtime. And I'll send you a copy of the tracking thing so that you can... I don't know if it will work, the tracking thing. Probably once it gets out of the British borders, it'll probably not track, but I'll send you the information anyway. Yeah, let's go and harass Vaults. Let's go and wind them up for a little bit. So tomorrow we'll be back with Chrissy's favourite game, Putt Putt, because Royalty is holding on for that plunger. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you all next time.
Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.